Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the campus here at Portsmouth High School, home of the Clippers. Jason Roby here, along with the highlight guy, Steve Cody. He's the man on the moving pictures. I am joined by former Bishop Girton coach Brad Craik. We're going to start a new segment here before we head into this clash of the Titans, so to speak, between Bedford High School, undefeated 9-0, and Portsmouth High School, the Clippers, coming in at 6-2. And this segment that we're going to start for the first time here tonight is called Ask the Highlight Guy. So if you have questions or comments, keep them clean, keep them nice. You can send them into thehighlightguy.com, and if we pick your questions, we'll read them live on air. Since we have Coach Craik with us here tonight, we'll address a couple of the questions to him. Coach, this first question, first of all, welcome. Thanks for joining us here.
Thanks.
This first question is from Dawn in Gilmanton Ironworks. And Dawn asks, why do teams switch between a man-to-man and a zone defense? It's a great question.
Yeah, I guess a couple things, and actually I think you're going to see a great example of it tonight would be my guess. So, you know, couple things. One, sometimes it's just good to mix things up and keep offenses off balance, you know. We don't have a shot clock here in New Hampshire. I really wish we did, but in a lot of states that have shot clocks, you know, if you can make a team, an offensive team, take 8, 10, 12 seconds off the shot clock, just trying to figure out what the defense is doing.
Sure.
You know, it just improves your chances of getting a stop. So that's probably the first thing. The second thing, traditionally, in terms of mostly why people go from man to zone, is if you've got a dominant big or a couple of dominant bigs who are really significant post presence and you want to try to take them away, you know, you often see teams go zone and try to pack the paint in a little bit and just make teams hit outside shots to beat you. You know, this Bedford team's a great example. You know, you got Lana McCarthy, who is about as dominant a big as we've seen in the state in a number of years. It would not shock me to see Portsmouth mix it up, see Coach Hopley mix it up and run a little bit of zone and see if he can encourage you know, the Bedford kids to take a lot of contested threes. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's a great point. Obviously, Lana McCarthy, a full ride kid. Going to play big-time basketball next year, right? So she's certainly somebody that this Portsmouth team has to be aware of, and sometimes you have to switch things up in order to take away their best player.
Yep.
The second question is actually for the highlight guy, Steve Cody, and the question is, why is Steve never on camera? He sounds like a very intriguing and handsome fellow. Well, the answer to that is
he's too good looking. He doesn't want to show you
the
up.
The magic is in the mystery. You know, much like the wizard behind the curtain. You can't let the magic out of the bottle, so to speak. So we keep people guessing, and the intrigue is definitely something that keeps people viewing. No question about it. Thank you. That was from Deb in Amherst. Thanks, Deb. Coach, this next question is from Raz in Merrimack, and he asks. This is a Portsmouth team that is one of the better teams in New Hampshire, but they're facing maybe the best team. What do they need to do tonight to win?
Yeah, a couple things. I think I would be shocked if Bedford did not try to speed this game up. You know, they're so quick on the perimeter. You know, I've seen them a couple times this year. They love to get up and down and play at pace. I think, you know, it's going to be important for Portsmouth. You know, they're not going to slow it down and take the air out of the ball, but I think not getting forced to play at Bedford's pace and not turning the ball over as a result of all that pressure and that pace is going to be a real key for them. And I think the second thing, and they're capable of it, just to be a question how it goes, is they're going to have to make some shots.
Sure.
They're going to have to make some shots. You know, this Bedford team's tough. They're going to score. You know, you've got 3 or 4 kids on that Portsmouth team that are capable of you know, hanging 20 on anybody they play. I think it's going to be important for them. They're going to have to figure out how to put the ball in the basket a little bit throughout the course of the game.
This is a question that I always have, and we used to talk about all the time when you were coaching at Bishop Girton. Does the gym give Portsmouth a bit of an advantage here in terms of just the home cooking and the feel of protecting your home court? Does that have any kind of a bearing? The 50-minute bus ride that Bedford had to take to get here, does that play a factor? Yeah,
historically those have always been factors. This is, you know, coming to the Seacoast to play, particularly, you know, during the week, is usually an advantage for the home team. You know, and then I think Coach Hopley would tell you when he's got to take his kids on the road and head over to you know, the southern tier of the state. You know, that's just, those are variables in the equation with high school kids that, you know, add risk. They just add risk. So you would think now, the counter to that is this is a pretty mature Bedford team. They got a lot of veterans that have been there, done that. So I don't think anything's going to screw them up in the head too much. I think they're going to go out and play. And, we used to always struggle over here.
Yeah.
We used to always struggle over here. It's just a tough place to come play. It's probably less about the gym and more about the fact that he runs a hell of a program.
He does. He's a good coach. Yeah.
And so, they're just a tough matchup for anybody that, whether you play them here, neutral site, you can play them on Mars. He's just got good players. So
they're very hospitable in what can be an inhospitable environment at times. You can see the gym starting to fill up here. Should be a good one. The last question, I guess it's not really a question. It's a statement from a Racing Joby in Dilmard, New Hampshire. Our favorite night of the week is any night the highlight guy is on. They keep it fun yet informative. Well, Racing, you're absolutely right. This is something we enjoy doing. We love highlighting all of the athletes here in the state of New Hampshire, getting a chance to show off these kids and their ability and what they can do. And New Hampshire basketball is a very formidable thing, not just in New Hampshire but in New England, right, Brad? This is a Bedford team that beat Bishop Feehan in their Christmas tournament.
Beat Feehan, beat a pretty good LaSalle team from Rhode Island. They beat a Barrington, Rhode Island team. I see Coach Buskey here from Pinkerton. Her Pinkerton team did the same thing. Beat both those Rhode Island teams. Were in a down to the wire contest against Feehan. So yeah, it's just great stuff. This is what high school sports are all about, and really grateful that you guys are branching out a little bit and taking an opportunity to showcase some of the best programs, not only in the state of New Hampshire, but in New England.
Yeah, no doubt. Regionally, these are two great teams. Brad, before I let you go and watch this, we talked about Pinkerton and Bedford being kind of the cream of the crop. What does Portsmouth need to do tonight to kind of join the conversation with those other two teams tonight?
Win a game tonight.
Yeah.
They figure out how to win this game. You'd be hard pressed not to say they're right in the mix. Then sort of a close second, although I don't think any of them would be particularly happy about it, is have this be a real tight fourth quarter game.
Maybe there'll be a blueprint or two taken from tonight's game, depending on the outcome. It's going to be a good one. Want to thank you all for watching here with us on the Highlight Guy. I want to thank Coach Craig for joining us. Coach, many thanks, my friend.
Appreciate it.
All right, he is Brad Craig, the former head coach of the Bishop Girton Cardinals, here to take in an outstanding game here in the state of New Hampshire on the Seacoast. It is the undefeated 9-0 Bedford Bulldogs taking on the 6-2 Portsmouth Clippers. We're meeting the starters right now for the Bulldogs. Number 3 is Annie Zink. Number 5 is Captain Lila Stein. Number 15, Sarah Muir. Number 20 is Kate Allard, another captain. And, of course, the aforementioned Lana McCarthy, number 31, a 6'4" senior forward. This Bedford team, these ladies in particular, have known nothing short of being in the state finals. They ran into a tough Girton team the last couple of years and won it 3 years ago. Now we'll meet the starters for the Clippers. Number 15 is Margaret Montplaisir. She is a senior captain. Number 20, Sid the Kid Pettis, a junior. Number 22 is Mackenzie Lombardi, another captain for Coach Hopley and the Clippers. Number 24, Avery Romps, another captain, senior. And rounding out the starting 5 is number 35, Maddie McCannell. So head coach Tim Hopley on the other side of the ledger. Kevin Gibbs is the coach for the Bulldogs. We'll pause for a moment in the action here for the national anthem. We'll be right back with the tip. right. National anthem being played here. And appropriate as today is Tuesday, primary voting day here in the state of New Hampshire. Hope you all got out to vote. I got my sticker, Steve. Steve's wearing his right on his shirt there. How come you got 5 of them? All right, that's a question for another time maybe. Anyway, this is my favorite night here, one of my favorite schools to come visit because they do the Chuck-a-Duck at halftime. And I'll tell you what, man, if anybody wants to buy me a Chuck-a-Duck, I'll take my chances and split the winnings with the highlight guy. 2 teams, 2 Titans here in the state of New Hampshire. The Bedford Bulldogs at 9-0, the Portsmouth Clippers at 6-2, ready to face off here on the campus of Portsmouth High School. Coach Craig talked about some of the keys to tonight's game. Will it be zone or man-to-man by Portsmouth? It depends on what you are trying to accomplish. As we mentioned, this is a very long and athletic Portsmouth team. This is a Bedford team that plays with their hair on fire up and down the court with their tenacious guards. Ball's tapped up, one there by Bedford. This will be Lila Stein. She will start over the PHS insignia, half court. Left-hand dribble, loses it. Gets it across the way. Muir now. A skip pass to Zink. Back up top, not shy. Yahtzee! And knocking down a three-pointer was Lila Stein. 3-0. Bedford will come out. Man-to-man defense, player-to-player defense. This is Pettis. Got it over to Romps. Romps now looking for some help. Finds it. Montplaisir underneath it goes, and McCarthy got to be careful there as she went over the top. McCannell had it. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Clipper ball. 3-0 Bedford, 7:19 to go, first quarter of this one. Baseline, good help defense by McCarthy. Skipped across the way to Pettis. She'll left-hand dribble. Ball will get blocked. And a baseball pass way down to the other end of the gym. Too much mustard on that hot dog. Kate Allard couldn't run it down. So Portsmouth will take over on the turnover. That's something that we'll have to watch here tonight. As Coach Craig mentioned, turnovers a factor in just about any game. Free throws and turnovers. Ball comes into the left corner now at the top of the key. Rotating it across. 3 Clippers have touched it in this possession so far. Down on the low block it goes. Lombardi got it back up top to Pettis. Rain from the outside, back iron. No, it was a good look from McCannell, but she couldn't get it to go. Back the other way comes Bedford. Top of the key. And you can see the quickness, but good help defense there. Bothered the trajectory of that shot. 2-on-1 opportunity. Trailer defense coming. Nice move underneath, little leather souffle, and good recovery by the Bulldogs. They're going to say that last touch the paw of Bedford. Mackenzie Lombardi to do the honors. It'll come into the backcourt. Pettis now, marked up by Zink. Calls the offensive set, comes up top, backdoor, kick out. So dribble drive kick, it was an open look, went off the side of the backboard, another leather souffle there. Back the other way comes Bedford. Not a lot of room there on the baseline, so you're going to throw the parachute out when you're getting close, or you're going to hit hard. And I can tell you those mats are not as soft as you think. Back the other way comes Portsmouth. They're down 3-0. They've had a couple of good looks here. Good defense by Bedford in the early going. Pettis over the top now to Lombardi. Lombardi with her back to the basket at the elbow. And a double team. Someone's open. It's going to be a skip pass. They found her. Yahtzee! And so good recognition. Feeling that double team. Sid the Kid Pettis knocks down a triple. We're locked up at 3. Bedford in the half court. Muir out to the corner. 3-point shot is in by Annie Zink. So a quick answer. All of our points thus far coming from beyond the arc. 6-3 Bedford advantage. Ball comes up top to Romps. Romps a step back, crossover. Little pull-up jumper, back iron, no. McCarthy on the rebound, and back the other way comes Bedford. This is Zink. Good transition defense there by Portsmouth that time. Ball was deflected, found its way into the hands of Muir. She has the runner, is no good. McCarthy cleans up the mess, and she's on the board. Lana's got her first bucket. Underneath it goes. Good defensive play there. They were trying to take advantage of the height, and able to jump up there was Muir. Way downtown, Yahtzee. And another triple for Lila Stein. And just like that, it's an 11-3 Bulldog advantage. They have 3 3-pointers in the early first quarter. 4:24 to go here. Jason Roby calling all of the action for you here on the highlight guy. The man on the moving pictures is Steve Cody. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. What promises to be a great night of basketball, great night of entertainment. Because stay tuned at halftime. It is the Chuck and Duck competition. So, Bedford knocking down some 3-pointers. And you have to wonder if the strategy defensively is going to change, if they're willing to get out a little further, put some pressure on those shooters. Back the other way comes Portsmouth. We'll see what kind of adjustments, if any, they made. Good switch defense by the Bulldogs, and they are just tenacious. And there's the height advantage we talked about. Couldn't get it to go. It was a good look from Montplaisir. Back the other way comes Bedford. Good transition defense. Got to get on the glass. McCarthy on the trail. Kick out. Good unselfish basketball there. The runner in the lane, up and in. And good for Annie Zink, and she has 5. So Portsmouth has gotten some good looks here, but it's been good help defense by the Bulldogs that has made all the difference. And not many second chance opportunities for the Clippers. That was Muir getting a hand on it, so there's no backcourt violation. The double was coming. It's a good switch. Pettis now had her pocket pick, bounce pass, and good job. Good defense getting back was Lombardi sticking her hand in there. Bridget Emery will check in. The junior will give Sid Pettis a break. Pettis with the only points so far for the Clippers. Stein up top now. It is a man-to-man defense still by Portsmouth. They're going over the top of those screens, not underneath them. I think that might be some of the problem. We'll have a foul on the floor. Foul's going to go against 34. That'll be Maddie's first, the team's first. And they really aren't pressuring the ball once it comes inbound. They're very aware of that speed. They don't want to get beat to the basket. But unfortunately what happens is that if you can stay a step or two off of them, they'll rain from outside like you almost saw right there. So you got to pick your poison. You want to risk getting beat back door or risk getting beat by that. Another 3-pointer, Annie Zink, and she has 8. 16-3 Bedford. They are shooting lights out here in the first quarter. And yes, it is a little dark in the gym, but that's not why. Baseline dribble drive. And it seems like Bedford just a step quicker here in the early going. Portsmouth will get possession. And over the top it comes. This is Emery. We're going to get a foul called. So aggressive defense played there by Annie Zink. That'll be her first, the team's first. Remember, the race is to 5. 5 fouls will put each team at the free throw line, and then it resets at the end of every quarter. Thus far, no risk of that happening. 2:14 and counting to go. Mount Plaisir looking for help, finds it on the baseline. McCannell, no. And running in there to grab that rebound with Stein, and she'll run. Good transition defense again, but again, off the shooter, that's a miss from downtown. It was a good look for Muir. She side-ironed it. But I think from what we're seeing here is exactly what Coach Craig talked about. It is a Portsmouth team that is not willing to get beat baseline, because if they do, or on any type of backdoor cut, they have to help defense, and that opens up McCarthy. So they're giving him the outside shot, and thus far, Bedford has made him pay. It was good positioning there by Emery, just a little too hard. Went out of bounds, but she had positioning on the low block there, so I like the idea. They draw McCarthy out and try to take advantage. Up and under. Little dipsy-do, how do you do for number 5, Lila Stein. And that foul is going to go against Margaret Mount Plaisir. That's her first, the team's second. Muir heading to the line for a three-point opportunity. It's no good. Into the corner now, offensive board. And good quick hands there by Mackenzie Lombardi. Half a second earlier, and she's off to the races. Bulldogs will set up in the half court. Nice pick on ball, the roll, kick out, baseline drive. Good help defense there. McCarthy now at the elbow, kicks it back out. Muir, nice bounce pass on the block. Good help defense there by the Clippers. Got a reward her. She was running the floor. It was great help defense by Lombardi. We'll see if they try to get it back to her. She's got it. 54 seconds and counting. Lombardi loses the dribble, was looking for a backdoor cut. Same book, different page. As Mount Plaisir was zigging when she should have been zagging. 18-3 Bulldogs. Again, no shot clock. We'll see if they try to force the issue, if they take their time. That one goes well over the top, and Johnny on the spot was Muir. And again, quick hands by Lombardi. She comes away with yet another steal for Portsmouth. Got to come away with some points here if you're the Clippers. Good help defense down on the baseline by Stein. Double team was coming. Portsmouth will keep possession. Got to get it in quickly. They do. This is Romps now. Quick hands poked away. McCannell was there. And we're going to get a foul on McCarthy. That'll be her first foul, the team's second. So you'll notice on the scoreboard, those fouls will reset in 20 seconds. And a turnover there. You have to take advantage of your opportunities when you get them. And Portsmouth being bitten by the turnover bug here in the early going of this one. 15 seconds to go, end of the first quarter, 18-3. Good ball movement, Bedford, Yahtzee, way downtown, Zink. She has 11, including 3 3-pointers. And that's going to be another foul there called on McCarthy. So that'll be her second one. Coach Gibbs will go to the bench and bring in Devlin McDonald, the 6-foot senior. Ball comes into Mount Plaisir at the buzzer. Tried to kiss it off the glass, no. So we'll come to the end of the first quarter, and it is all Bedford 21-3. And much of that damage came from well beyond the arc. 5, count them, 5 triples there. So 21-3 head into the second quarter. Hey, are you an athlete or the parent of an athlete looking to play sports in college? The Highlight Guy has helped over 100 athletes get recruited. We create highlight videos that help you get noticed by college coaches. To see our work, go go to our YouTube channel or visit thehighlightguy.com. I've seen some of Steve Cody's work. He does a fantastic job getting those highlight videos out there. So if you are a student athlete looking to play at the next level, give Steve Cody a shout and let him help guide you through the process of putting a highlight video together. 21-3. 18-point advantage. And I could be wrong, Steve, but I think they're talking about the prizes that they're giving out for the Chuck-a-Duck. And I see 4 of them right down here in front of me. Not sure anybody wanted to give one to the highlight guy. So if you're Portsmouth, the story is, look, we're getting some decent looks under the basket. We just have to stop turning the ball over. And anytime they've gotten the ball down low, Bedford has responded with good help defense, quick hands. Avery Romps to do the honors. She gets it in, and this will be Pettis. Sid the Kid over half court. Back to Romps, looking for help. Finds it in Emery. Emery now went back to Romps. Romps isn't shy. Yahtzee! Just a two-pointer. Rather, that was Sid Pettis. So a good look by Sid the Kid. Very important that they came away with points there. And I think we're going to get a travel call. As pretty eager to get through the paint there and to the cup. But that's what Portsmouth needs. This crowd's starting to come alive just a little bit. A little lukewarm right now. If they get a bucket here, things will certainly start to change. And that's huge, as now fouls will start to become an issue. Devlin McDonald will pick up her first. And if you remember, Devlin came in for Lana. So we'll see if they continue to attack. You don't want your bigs making fouls way out here beyond the three-point line. That lane was cut off, so they'll reset with Emery. Emery left-hand kick out. Pettis, no. Good box out there by Allard, and back the other way comes Bedford. Nice bounce pass, quick foot. Would have been wise to let it go into the backcourt. But you only know one speed. Zink just playing on a different octave here. That one thrown out of bounds, and another turnover for the Bulldogs. 6:43 to go, 21-5 Bedford. Coach Tim Hopley giving the play call. And another reach-in foul. That one will go against Stein. You almost have to wonder if they want to run some ball screens and then some backdoor cuts. This Bedford team playing very aggressive at the basketball. And you saw there as it went down to the baseline, the double team came. They went back underneath, double team kick out. Yahtzee! And a nice make there, and a good look by Bridget Emery. So a 5-0 run here for the Clippers. Dribble drive, another steal potential. And they'll try to cut into this Bulldog lead a little more, and another reach-in foul. And that one is going to go against Lila Stein. That's her second. But more importantly, that's 3 team fouls with 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. You get to 5, it's freebies for Portsmouth. Coach Gibbs will head to the bench. Megan Muir. Let's see, it's Muir and Sarah Muir both on the floor. Back iron, no. Rebound is Zink. She'll run. She doesn't have the numbers. Kick out. Back into the corner it goes. Zink's not shy. Rebound and a good one there. Great job on the glass by Maddie. And back the other way come the Clippers. Right hand dribble to the cup. Hard on off the glass. No. Offensive board. Grabbed there by Romps. 7 unanswered now for the Clippers. Zink skipped it around to the three-point line, air ball. That was Emery on the rebound. Skip pass across the way. And you can just see how fast this Bedford team operates defensively. The runner in the lane is no good. Bulldogs a 3-on-2 opportunity. Bounce pass underneath the hoop, no. Rebound goes to Montplaisir. And up the floor, coming hard. And that was Maddie McCannell. She'll get hacked in the act. So Portsmouth playing with a different kind of fire here in the second quarter. That foul will go against McDonald. That's her second. Coach Gibbs called timeout, want to talk things over as an 11-point Bedford lead. Are you looking to buy or sell your home or commercial property? Contact Deb Cody at Keller Williams at 603-689-6025 or email her at dcote, D-C-O-T-E, at kw.com for a complimentary comparative market analysis. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and now Massachusetts. Let Deb Cody go above and beyond to help you realize your real estate goals. 21-10. Bedford Bulldogs on top, but it has been a 7-0 run by the Clippers to start the second quarter, and the Bulldogs now find themselves in a little bit of foul trouble here. 4 team fouls at 4:48 to go in the first half. Heading to the line is McCannell. She knocks down the first. She will get a second. And you have to wonder if it's just a matter of this Portsmouth team just settling down, doing the things that they're used to doing. 2 out of 2, release rotation splash for Maddie. 21-12, great Rush album from back in the day. Bedford on top. Muir now. Over to Zink. Zink looking for help. She'll use the dribble. Great pressure put on here by Portsmouth. Dribble drive up and in, and a pretty make there as Annie Zink went in. She has 13. Back the other way come the Clippers. Zink trying to harass the ball. Baseline, no. Was cut off. Clippers will try to reverse it. They'll come back around. Fired way downtown. Yahtzee! And another three-pointer for the Clippers. Avery Romps has 5 in the quarter. 23-15. McCarthy. Nice shot from the outside. A long two-pointer for Lana. She has 4. But, you know, if you're going to get beat by Lana, that's, better out there than inside maybe. But she shows that she has the nice touch from distance. And there's the pick on ball that we talked about. Slow roll. Back around it goes. They go to the low block. Double teams coming. And a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Bridget Emery beat the double team, got hacked in the act. And she'll head to the line. That's Annie Zink's second foul. More importantly, with 3:25 to go here in the half, every foul from this point on will send Portsmouth to the free throw line. Three-point play complete. A great job from the free throw line for the Clippers. 25-18 now, Bedford. Lead is 7. Ball comes to the outside, way downtown, and another Yahtzee from Megan Muir. Muir's got 5. Trying to force her left. She'll go left. She'll get the on-ball screen. Goes underneath, up too hard. The double team was coming. And Emery went too high off the glass. They cut off the baseline. Zink thought about it. This time, not much thinking going on. Around it goes. McCarthy goes over McCannell. No. The battle. Now McCannell comes away with it. And we're going to get a foul called, and I think it's going to be McCarthy. No, it's going to be on Zink. But more importantly, that is the 5th foul. So now they'll advance all the way down to the free throw line and be rewarded with 2 foul shots. Great work by Maddie on the glass. She's got 2 for 2 so far. She'll try to add to that total. You can tell they work on free throws in practice. Grace Wolf will check in, and Annie Zink will get a break. McCannell 2 for 2 for the senior, 28-20 Bedford. Pick on ball there. On the elbow, skipped around. Muir, yes! Megan Muir, another three-pointer. She was playing at Concord Christian a year ago. Right-hand dribble, crossover, fired downtown. No. Rebound goes to Wolf. They'll add some pressure. They reverse it. Back the other way comes Megan Muir. Megan now looking for help. Finds it in Grace. Grace Wolf, spin around the top of the key. Set with Sarah Muir. Sarah, nice bounce pass to the baseline. Fired downtown. Grace, no. Oh. And hitting the deck hard. Glad to see her get up quickly there. That foul is going to be on number 15, Sarah Muir. So that'll be her first. But once again, the ball will advance all the way down the floor. And Mount Plaisir will have an opportunity to knock down a couple more free throws. Back irons the first. Not as many acoustic shadows here as other gyms. 1 out of 2 for the senior Mount Plaisir. Coach Gibbs calling a play from his sideline. And a nice job of sharing the basketball there. It was a good look from Muir. And we're going to get a foul call here and another one called, and I think that's going to go against McCarthy. And that's her 3rd foul. So all kinds of problems for the Bulldogs here. A little too aggressive, far away from the basket. And once again, the Clippers will advance all the way down to the other end. Knocking down the first, she'll get a second. Melody McCarthy will check in for her sister Lana. Offensive rebound there. We'll get a jump ball. Great hustle. Possession will go to Bedford. 1 out of 2 on that trip for Maddie. She has 5. All from the free throw line. 5 out of 6 on the evening. Sarah Muir now into the corner. Triple threat position. Grace Wolf back up top. It goes to the recently checked in Melody McCarthy. Now up top, reset for Sarah Muir. And finds her sister Megan back into the corner. McCarthy. Ball circumnavigates the globe. Kick out. Dribble drive, penetrate, kick out. No. And a good job on the glass by the Clippers. Crossover dribble. Lombardi. Kick out. Elbow. Bang! And Avery Romps has 7. 31-24, 38 seconds to go in the first half. This game has been as advertised. On the low block now. Kick back out and stolen. Mount Plaisir. Hard to the hoop, too much. And I think that one is going to be a foul called on Portsmouth. And it is. It's going to go. No, they're going to say it was on Bedford. And I think it went against Melody McCarthy. That's her first. So once again, Bridget Emery will head to the free throw line. Bridget makes the first, she'll get a second. Back iron, 1 out of 2 for Emery. Back the other way come the Bulldogs. 15 seconds left now. Allard resets the scene. Gets it over to Megan. Megan back to Allard. 5 seconds, runner, no good. Not sure what's going on here. 1 second, good if it goes. But the fans stand here as Portsmouth High School has come alive in the second quarter. It is a 31-25 Bedford Bulldog advantage. They've cut the lead down to 6. They had an unbelievable second quarter and were shooting lights out from the free throw line. We'll have all the numbers and the breakdown for you when we come back from halftime. But right now, it's my favorite time of the year. It's Chuck-a-Duck time. So we'll take this time out, get ready to throw some rubber ducks on the floor, and count our winnings. You are watching Jason Roby, Steve Cody. This is the Highlight Guy. Make sure you don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with second half action after these messages.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The Highlight Guy can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguy.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Hi, my name is Deb Cody and I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I serve both residential and commercial clients in New Hampshire and Maine and work with an amazing team of KW colleagues and affiliate partners to help you achieve your real estate goals. In 2022, I ranked in the top 20% of 700 plus agents within my brokerage. I was nominated this past year to serve on the Agent Leadership Committee within my firm and have enjoyed giving back to my colleagues and local community. Are you curious to know how much your home may be worth in today's market? Reach out to me today and I'd be happy to run a complimentary comparative market analysis for you.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare. Welcome back to the gym here at Portsmouth High School. Jason Roby, along with the highlight guy Steve Cody on the moving pictures, calling all the action for you. These two heavyweights going back and forth. It was a tale of two quarters as Bedford came out smoking from the outside, hitting several three-pointers in the first frame, 5 to be exact. And then in the second quarter, Portsmouth came alive. They went 8 for 11 from the free throw line in that second quarter. If you think about it, it's a Bedford team that was committing 94-foot fouls, and what I mean by that is they were committing fouls underneath the basket and putting Portsmouth at the free throw line. So they didn't even have to work the ball up the court. So you got to be careful. You have to believe that if Coach Gibbs at halftime probably talked to his team about that a little bit. Another thing, an area of note, is there was no establishing of an inside presence really for the Bulldogs. McCarthy with just the 4 points in the first half. Part of that because of the three-point barrage. But when you get cold from the outside, you really have to have that inside-outside game. So we'll see if Coach Gibbs tries to establish McCarthy in the second half. Meanwhile, Portsmouth playing all kinds of fired-up basketball on their home floor as they find themselves down to preseason favorite Bedford High by 6 points. They will get the first possession of the second half. And back the other way now comes Pettis. Pettis will pull up jumper. And they will start right where they left off. Pettis has 7 total. Lead is 4. To penetrate kick. And we're going to get a foul on the floor as driving the lane was Sarah Muir. That foul is going to go against Mount Plaisir. That's her second, team's first. Foul was on the floor. Over the top it comes. McCarthy got it back over to Allard. Allard now left-hand spin. Kicks it back out to Stein. And she'll skip it across the way. Sarah Muir now. Couple of dribbles, loses it, gets it back to Allard. Bedford showing all kinds of patience here in the first possession of the second half. They get a good shot, but it was a miss by Kate Allard, and the rebound taken there. And coming back the other way is Romps, and she romps right to the basket and gets hacked in the act. She'll try to add to her 7 points with a pair of free throws. And that's Sarah Muir's second foul, first team foul. Romps will get a pair. Little hometown roll there on the rim. Romps 1 for 1. She'll get a second. Two out of 2 for the senior. And don't look now, the Bedford lead cut down to 2 points. Bounce pass up top to Allard. Allard got it back over. This is Stein trying to make something happen. She finds McCarthy, who will skip pass it out to Muir. Muir got it back in the corner to Allard. And playing at a different speed now than they did in the first half as the steal comes the other way. And another steal stepping into that passing lane. 2-on-2 opportunity, crossover in the lane. No, a little leather souffle. Avery Romps now into the corner. This is Lombardi, baseline, kicks it out. Went off the paws of Allard and out of bounds. Allard will check out. Grace Wolf will check in. 6:22 to go here in the third quarter. Chance for the Clippers to tie it or take the lead. Needing some help, gets it back up top. Pettis, that ball is stolen. Couple of turnovers here by Portsmouth. Up and under, was bothered, and a good rebound there, and this is Mount Plaisir. She'll run. Pass out on the wing. She already used her dribble. Got to be careful. We'll see if they call a timeout. They don't. They'll reset in the half court. This is Sid Pettis. Now back over the top to Romps. Little pull-up jumper inside the foul line, no. And that rebound taken and fired down court. And a good block shot. They're going to say it's a foul. And that one is going to go against Mackenzie Lombardi. That's her first, the team's second. That will send Stein to the line. Balcony Muppets are alive and well here on the campus of Portsmouth High School. Howard will check back in. Stein misses the first. She'll get a second. 1 out of 2 for the junior point guard. Back the other way comes Portsmouth. He'll try to force Pettis left. She'll have nothing doing. She'll go right anyway. Got it to Mount Plaisir. 32-29 Bedford. 5:25 to go here in the third quarter. Mount Plaisir now. Crossover dribble spin at the elbow. Step back. Oh, this place would have erupted had that gone in. And once again, a silly foul there. And that's going to be Lombardi's second. And it's the team's third foul, so you got to be careful here if you're Portsmouth. You don't want to take the same medicine that Bedford took in the second quarter. McCarthy from way outside. Skip pass, baseline drive, and they're going to say it was Mount Plaisir. She didn't get there quick enough, so that blocking foul will be her third. So she'll check out, and checking back in will be Bridget Emery. Emery had some valuable minutes there in the first half and had 7 points. But more importantly, 4 team fouls against Portsmouth. McCarthy underneath, no. Bothered there by the length of McCannell. They come away with the offensive rebound. Shot way downtown is no good by Stein, but another offensive rebound, and McCarthy going to head to the line for a pair. That's going to be Maddie McCannell's second, but the team's fifth. So from this point forward, Bedford will be at the free throw line. Back iron, no good for Lana. She'll get a second. 32-29, 4:51 to go here in the third quarter. Around the rim it went. Offensive rebound up, no good. McCarthy goes in and cleans up the mess. So a 5-point advantage now for Bedford. Clippers had gotten it down to 2. The last 3 points have been Bedford. That's the everyday math working for you there. Lombardi drove baseline, thought better of it, come back up top at the elbow. The double team was coming, got it over to Emery. Emery in the corner to Romps. Romps now, good switch defense. Trying to get to the basket. Portsmouth will work it around. They'll take their time in the half court. Way downtown, a rainmaker. And it was an air ball, was bothered there. It was a good look. So that went out of bounds, and Bedford will get possession. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Bulldogs with a 5-point advantage. McCarthy up top, looking for help. She'll cycle through. Triple team, left hand, up and in. Pretty move there by Lana. And a timeout called by the Clippers and Coach Hopley. They want to talk it over. 36-29. Suddenly things have gotten very quiet here in the Portsmouth Clipper Gymnasium. I think they're still recovering from the Chuck-a-Duck experience, potentially. Good stuff. 36-29, Bedford Bulldogs on top of the Clippers. 3:48 to go here in the third quarter. Bouvier Prepare specializes in preparing student athletes for the college application process. They take the chaos and confusion out by meeting one-on-one with you, prepping you for college coach emails and camps, and consult every step of the way until you sign your letter of intent. Be prepared with Bouvier Prepare. Are you an athlete or the parent of an athlete looking to play sports in college? The Highlight Guy has helped over 100 athletes get recruited. We create highlight videos that help you get noticed by college coaches. To see our work, go to our YouTube channel or visit thehighlightguy.com. And also, don't forget to, if you have any questions you want to ask us prior to our next game, we'll talk about that in just a few minutes here. But you can email thehighlightguy.com. Any basketball-related questions you might have. Putting up a can of worms there, aren't I, Steve? Back the other way comes Bedford. It was a rainmaker of a pass, and Bedford fortunate to come away with it. McCarthy's not shy. Downtown, back iron, no. Battled for on the baseline, and a reverse layup, no. Another offensive board for Bedford. Travel call there. Get on your Pontiac and ride, as Sarah Muir was quick to the hoop, but turnover will give the Clippers the ball back. 36-29, 3:15 to go. Operating in the half court is Pettis. And now getting it back up top to Lombardi. Lombardi with a bounce pass. High wing. Romps. Fires, no. But an offensive rebound there. Nice unselfish play. Baseline. Kicked around. Good unselfish underneath. All alone. Couldn't get it to go. Follows it up. And that time, McCannell puts it in. And that was a good offensive set by the Clippers. Quickly back the other way come the Bulldogs. And McCarthy goes up and under and in through the middle of the paint. Pretty shot there. She has 10. And another steal back the other way come the Bulldogs. That one, little continuation foul there as Stein goes the distance. She gets hacked in the act of a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. That foul is going to go against Avery Romps. That's just her first, but more importantly, the sixth-team foul. Lila Stein gets the free throw. She's got 10. Portsmouth now, a lot of dribbling going on. Got to operate in the half court. Comes up top to McCannell. McCannell underneath, and they were looking for that same play. It was a little too much on that pass as it just got away from Emery. Pettis will check out. Montplaisir will check back in. 10-point advantage now for the Bulldogs. Clippers had it down to 2 about a minute and a half ago. Back up top it comes. Nice job of sharing the basketball. McCarthy a little too hard. And we're going to get a travel call there on Allard. But you can see now Bedford attacking the basket and getting those foul calls. That's exactly what they need to do. Back the other way come the Clippers. Romps. Marked up closely, they skip it across to Emery. Emery looking for help. She definitely has a height advantage, but she's playing well beyond the arc. Good quick feed. Now you can go back door. Someone's open in the corner. No, it was a good look, but an offensive rebound underneath all alone and a finish there. So a great job by McCannell. That ball will go out of bounds. Turnover. We'll give the ball back to Portsmouth. So anytime Portsmouth can get by the initial defense, they have a numbers advantage. The help comes over, and someone is open. And they've exploited that a couple of times. Pass into the corner. Downtown. Yahtzee! Three-pointer there from Montplaisir. I think it was it Montplaisir? I believe it was. So a turnover will give the ball back to the Clippers. 5-point advantage. 35 seconds to go, third quarter. Romps now, looking for help. There's your back door. Oh, and McCarthy just had her position. And a little leather souffle. He'll get a foul down on this end. Fans don't like it. As Romps apparently had the wrong recipe. That was not leather souffle. That'll be her second personal. That'll send Stein to the line. Sarah Muir makes the first of two and knocks down the second. Shooter's touch there. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. 7-point Bulldog advantage. All the way to the hoop. And a nice make there by Romp. She got by the initial defender. Attack that basket. Crossover dribble pullback by Stein. Into the corner it goes. He'll skip past it across the way. Zink at the buzzer. Would have been good if it went. So we're going to head to the final frame here. Fans are clapping. They're on their feet. 43-38 Bulldogs. But a lot of basketball left in this one. Jason Roby calling all of the action for you here on the highlight guy. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. I apologize. I'm fighting some type of allergies here tonight. So I'm doing my best Muppet impression for you here. Are you looking to buy or sell your home or commercial property? Contact Deb Cody at Keller Williams at 603-689-6025 or email her at dcody, that's D-C-O-T-E, at kw.com for a complimentary comparative market analysis. Licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and now Massachusetts, let Deb Cody go above and beyond to help you realize your real estate goals. Complimentary comparative market analysis. Say that 4 times fast. So we'll take a look down the road for each of these teams. This Portsmouth team will host Exeter, or will travel to Exeter, on Friday for a 6:30 tip. Exeter is 4-5 on the year. Meanwhile, this Bedford team will host Londonderry, and oh, by the way, 7-1 Londonderry team at 7 o'clock on the 26th. I believe the 25th is Thursday. So Portsmouth will play Thursday. Up and under, no. McCarthy found the sledding tough. Ball gets tied up. Jump ball, possession goes to Portsmouth. And the one thing I would say to these young ladies is you get that rebound, don't put it on the floor. Pivot away from the pressure. You put it on the floor, they grab at it. And nothing good could come from that. Left-hand dribble finds its way into the hands of Mount Plaisir. She'll step back, pick on ball. Little step back. I think McCarthy got a piece of it. Back the other way comes Sarah Muir. She'll nice bounce pass across the way. It was behind Zink. Ball is on the ground. It'll go off of a Clipper. It was good hustle by Lombardi. Not the game you want to lose your voice during, Steve Cody, but it happens from time to time. A little travel call there. Sarah Muir took a step before she dribbled that ball. And that has been an area of focus here, not just here, but in basketball across the state and probably nationally. Ball comes back up top. Portsmouth in the half court, trying to cut into this Bedford lead. They'll rotate through, they'll reset. Romps now. Got it in the corner to McCannell, back underneath, and was looking for flashing Lombardi. Too much mustard on that hot dog. So another turnover will give possession back to the Bulldogs. 43-38. Bedford. Everyone's touching the ball here. They'll clear the lane. McCarthy will flash through on the baseline. Another skip pass across the way is Muir. Back in the corner it went to Zink. Pull-up jumper. Front iron, followed her own shot. No. Another rebound is up and no good. It was everything but in. And the Clippers come away with the rebound. Just about 6 minutes to go here. Skip pass across the way. Fortunate that one almost got away from her. Emery, kick out. Downtown, Yahtzee! Montplaisir knocks down a triple. Quickly back the other way comes Bedford. Good strong move to the bucket. Good body control by McCarthy. Timeout being called here by the Bulldogs. 45-41. We'll set the stage for you. And no fouls on either team here. So at the current rate, this game will not be played from the free throw line unless something changes in the next couple of minutes. Bouvier Prepare specializes in preparing student athletes for the college application process. They take the chaos and confusion out by meeting one-on-one with you, prepping you for college coach emails and camps, and consult every step of the way until you sign your letter of intent. Be prepared with Bouvier Prepare. Has a nice ring to it. That's Bouvier Prepare. Bouvier Prepare. 5:38 to go in regulation. The JV game saw the Bulldogs win in overtime by 6. But it was a defensive contest, back and forth, low-scoring game. A typical game for Bedford is 65-22. That's their average on the season. Meanwhile, for Portsmouth, it's 60-39. You take a look at the scoreboard right now, 45-41. These two teams, these two heavyweights, very evenly matched, and this is a statement game for Portsmouth. Ball comes across the way. Nice help defense. Hitting the deck, going baseline. It was shut off there by McCarthy. They'll say that McCannell stepped on the baseline, so turnover there. Back the other way comes Lila Stein, the captain. Gets it up top to the other captain, Kate Allard. They were looking for McCarthy. They couldn't get it, so they'll reverse it. Around the three-point line it goes. Zink back up top, way downtown, back iron. Good box out. McCarthy was aggressive, as was Stein, and they couldn't get it to go. Fortunate there, as I think Coach Gibbs thought it may have gone off of a Portsmouth foot, but because Stein hustled after it, it made it look like it was off of her foot. Nice spin move there. Up top it comes. And you got to have nice, crisp passes. You can't have lazy passes in the lane. Those will get picked off. These hands of the Bulldogs are too quick. Romps now. Crossover dribble. Back over to Montplaisir. They'll cycle through McCannell. And this foul going to be inside. And I think it's going to go on Annie Zink. That's her 4th personal foul. Just the first team foul for either team this quarter. Little pull-up jumper on the inbounds play. Avery Romps. They've cut it to 2. Ball kicked back out to Stein. Into the corner. Dribble penetrate. Thrown up there. McCarthy had her hand on it but couldn't grab it. And back the other way with a chance to tie or take the lead come the Portsmouth Clippers. This would be a signature win for Coach Hopley if they can get it. Side iron, no! And the foul going to be called against McCarthy, and that's her 4th. Checking back in is Megan Muir. And she will give Annie Zink a break. Also coming back in is Devlin McDonald. Devlin will take out Kate Allard, and McCarthy will stay in with the 4 personals. In it comes. Romps now, looking for some help. Tried baseline, step back, Yahtzee! And don't look now, the Clippers have taken the lead. 46-45. Unfamiliar territory for these Bulldogs. We'll see how they respond. Muir says, I'll show you how we respond. Megan knocks down a triple. Bedford regains the lead, 3:15 to go. 48-46, spin move, dribble, penetrate, kick out. Good movement, pull-up jumper in the lane. Too much, offensive board. Fade away. Another offensive rebound, up, no. McCarthy grabs it and she'll get hacked. So that foul will go against Mackenzie Lombardi. That's her 3rd. Bulldogs by 2, 48-46, 2:50 to go in this one. Around the baseline, they'll reset up top. Looking a little out of sorts on this possession. Dribble, penetrate, kick out. Muir's not shy. Air ball, McCarthy was there. Leather souffle. McCannell said, get out of my kitchen. Romps now, left-hand dribble. Marked up closely, good quick hands there. A near steal. And again, another steal. McCarthy will break away. Up strong, no. Reverses it, no. Another rebound, and knocks the 3rd opportunity in. Can't give her 3 chances there. The senior will make you pay. That foul will go against Maddie McCannell. That's her 3rd. And heading to the line is McCarthy. Oh, she called glass and banked it in. Around the world it went. So a 5-point advantage for the Bulldogs. Timeout called here by Coach Hopley. And the Clippers will talk it over. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So let's set the scene for you. 2:05 to go in regulation. It is a 51-46 Bulldog lead. In terms of foul trouble, there's a lot of it. Annie Zink has 4 for the Bulldogs, as does Lana McCarthy. On the other side of the ledger, McCannell, Lombardi, and Montplaisir all have 3. As far as team fouls go, it's 2 apiece. So it doesn't appear that the free throw line will come into play at the end of this one, unless they're hacked in the act. And I didn't do this at the beginning of the game, but I'm going to do it now. Game of the week here, 51-46 Bedford. The undefeated Bulldogs trying to stay perfect. The 6-2 Clippers trying to make claim that they belong in the conversation. I think regardless of the outcome, they've proven that fact. Underneath it goes, stepping into that passing lane, and a nice job there by Megan Muir. Lila Stein, top of the key, looking for help. Finds Muir. She'll reverse direction. Bounce pass, pretty play, too much on that one. Back the other way come the Clippers. It was a good look, just too hard off the glass. Romps into the corner, downtown. Montplaisir missed everything. Oh! And hitting the deck hard. Went in for a rebound, and it looked like they were both going for the ball there. So that foul will be on McCarthy. That'll be her 5th. The book will close on her. McCarthy finishing with 15 points on the evening. It'll be a possession foul, so Portsmouth will get the ball underneath. And they'll set up in the half court here. Got to come away with something. 128. Now they'll try to establish some presence on the inside. And they'll reset. This is Pettis. 120 now to go. Not sure if it was a 5-second violation or a carry. But regardless, it's a turnover. 5-point advantage and possession for the Bulldogs. Sarah Muir now. Doesn't have to hurry, can take her time. There's no shot clock. 1:07 to go. And this is a situation that could work in your favor, and I'll discuss it momentarily. Timeout called by Coach Gibbs and Bedford. So here's how the situation works. You are not in the bonus. So these fouls will just continue to give Bedford the ball back at least one more time. The fifth will put them at the line. McCarthy has fouled out. Free throw shooting is not her strength anyway, so maybe a blessing in disguise for Coach Gibbs in terms of who you can send to the free throw line. As we said, McCarthy had a monster second half and really did damage on the glass, rebounding there, second and third attempts for the senior. Mackenzie Lombardi will check in, and McCannell will take a seat on the bench. That ball comes underneath, and nobody marked up Stein. I think they forgot which way they were going. Back the other way comes Portsmouth. Drive hard through the lane, and it will be Romps heading to the line. So that will be Devlin McDonald's third personal. I have to like both of these teams' chances here as Romps knocks down the first. In terms of your final four, you can start looking around the state. There's 4 or 5 teams that are in that conversation, no doubt about it. And the 2 of them are here tonight. 2 out of 2 for Romps. Here comes the full court pressure. Ball hits the deck. A double dribble is called. So possession on that turnover goes to Portsmouth. Ball came over the top. Out into the corner. Offensive foul called there. And the Portsmouth fans disagreeing with it. You'll watch that one back on the highlight guy. Got a foul now if you want to stay in this one. Got to get it, that 5th foul or get a steal. Oh, what a heads-up play there by McDonald. You got to foul. Portsmouth just letting the clock run, and finally, after about 15, 20 seconds ran off the clock, they finally get a foul. So Avery's 3rd foul, team's 4th. So again, like I said, foul means nothing. The next one does, but you got to foul quickly. Got to foul now. So that'll be the 5th foul, 15 foul. That'll be Montplaisir's 5th foul. That'll close the book on Margaret Montplaisir. She has 7 points. McCannell will come in for her. At the conclusion of this one, we'll see if we can maybe get a couple of Bulldogs up here for a post game. If they should in fact win the game, as there is 18 seconds left. It is a 6-point Bedford advantage Zink misses the first. She'll get a second. 1 out of 2 for the sophomore. Zink will check out, and Megan Muir will check in. Ball gets deflected there and stolen. Lila Stein tiptoeing on that baseline, on that sideline, and she will be fouled. And that one is going to go against Sid Pettis. That's just her first, but it is the 5th team foul, so Stein will head to the line. She knocks down the first. She'll get a second.
Substitution for Bedford, number 3,
Zink will come back in. And Megan will come back to the bench. 2 out of 2, and that will just about do it for this one, as your final is going to be 56-50. And this game was all that in a bag of chips. Not sure if we can get anybody up here for a post-game interview. We'll see if we can catch Coach Gibbs' eye and see if he wants to send a couple of girls up here. But Portsmouth has to be pleased. There's no silver lining necessarily. They definitely didn't come in here to play close. They probably came in here to try and win the game, and they had their opportunities late. They had a lead late in that fourth quarter, or midway through that fourth quarter. And you have to be pleased if you're Coach Hopley, because now you have to be considered in that conversation. It was a Bedford team that went on some runs. They were able to, when they were behind, they were able to get back into the game and take some double-digit leads, and they got those leads relatively in short order. We'll see if we can get Coach McCarthy's. And I think the idea is potentially that they have a very long bus ride ahead of them. And they know I can talk a dog off a meat truck, so maybe the idea is to get in and get out. And I think that's probably the idea as I see the Bulldogs heading for the exit. So we'll go over some of the final numbers for you here. And maybe potentially Coach Gibbs will come up. But if I was a betting man, I'd say probably not going to happen. So let's take a look at the ledger here. First, we'll start with Portsmouth. They'll lose this evening. They will be 6-3 now, as they'll be at Exeter a couple of nights from now for a 6:30 tip. And we'll go through the points for you. So we're not going to get that post game. That's okay. You probably hit mute long ago anyway. It was Margaret Mount Plaisir, and again, all of these totals are unofficial. Mount Plaisir had 7 points. Sid Pettis had 7 points. 20 points for Avery Romps. 9 points for Maddie McCannell. Bridget Emery with 7 to round out the scoring for Portsmouth. On the other side of the ledger, 14 points for Annie Zink. She had the hot hand in the first quarter, hitting 3 triples. Megan Muir with 11 points. It was Lila Stein with 14. And again, all of these are unofficial. Sarah Muir with 2. And then the senior captain, Lana McCarthy, with 15 points to round out the scoring. Well, what did we learn here today? We see that this is a Portsmouth team that should be taken seriously. It is a team that can match up with you athletically. They can shoot it from the outside. They can bang with you on the inside. And they had a lead a couple of times against the perennial power, Bedford High School. Bedford, business as usual. Hit the road, long bus ride. Tough place to play here in Portsmouth. And, you win the close ones against the good teams. And that's what they did here tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if these two teams see each other maybe in the Final Four, maybe even later in the season. There's still much to be seen with the Pinkertons of the world as well. Londonderry in the conversation. There's a lot of good basketball teams here in the state of New Hampshire, as we discussed with Coach Brad Craik in the pregame. Thanks for watching us here tonight on The Highlight Guy. It was our pleasure to bring the game to you here from the campus of Portsmouth High School. I want to thank the staffs of both Portsmouth and Bedford for graciously sharing their rosters and their space with us here. We couldn't have done it without that help. I want to say that from my partner, Steve Cody, the Highlight Guy, my name is Jason Roby, reminding you that it is not the critic who counts, but you can always count on the critic. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in a couple nights. Bishop Girton will be back in action. We'll see you then. Take care.